My name is Iman Tunsi and I come from Morocco. My question is along the line with what Noor said earlier. But, as I think the age range here is very young, and we're looking forward whenever we have this kind of discussion with people that have been that they're on the same path as us, is like we see you, not we only see you as role models, but we see you that you make it to the other side that we're looking forward to. But it's the path that you take that is very challenging, be it your family, your surrounding, your society, or be it the other gender or whatever. But those are challenges, and of course, the point of getting there proves that you made it and you're successful. But don't you feel at this point where you are right now that you're still challenging yourself? Because for example, I'm 23 and I keep every day, I keep asking myself, and as Zainab said, like her family, like the background where she grew up is like she always wanted to make up for the others, what they didn't do. And I feel the same way. With my friends, they start teasing me, it's like, what are you reaching for? You already got your BA and you've been here and you studied here. So it seems like you're arrogant and you're asking for too much. But you're really not asking for that much. You're just trying to fulfill yourself as an individual, and you see that you have potential that you want to share with others. So I'm not worried, but I'm starting to have these questions like, maybe because I'm young, that's why I have this capacity, but if I reach, I'm in my 30s or 40s, would I still question myself or lose interest or be like, okay, this is the way it is, I'm not fighting anymore, forget it.
No, I mean, I think it can be hard. I spent a lot of years where a lot of my family's in Jordan. And I think you're right when you talk about doing for the people who can't. Always in my perspective, we could have grown up, we're Palestinian, we could have grown up in a refugee camp. My dad made it out. He went to AUB. He came to the U.S. to make money. I felt a huge amount of responsibility because I got opportunities that most people didn't have. But then at the same time, even when I thought I was doing well, and it was a lot of work, and I even had to have an argument with my mom once where she told me that I was supposed to be highly educated in case one day something happened to my husband. And I lost it. I said, what do you mean in case? I thought I was supposed to be highly educated because I'm supposed to be, highly educated. So I was, because she never said that to my brother. He was never educated in case something happened to his wife, And so, there's those kinds of struggles. And even when I thought I was doing well, and I was working for Amnesty International, I was on Al Jazeera, I was, talking to the U.S. government about Guantanamo, because if you don't have family that's overseas, every time I would go home, the family talks to you like you're supposed to go home and tell the American government what they're doing wrong. And so, finally I was doing that, but still I would go home and the questions are, when are you going to get married? You don't have any children. If you don't have children, your life doesn't mean anything. And that can be kind of a harsh message where you feel like your life means something, you're doing something, but maybe others don't. And I think those are the places where support, sometimes it's not your family. You might have the support in your family and that's great, but maybe sometimes it's your friends who are in similar situations, and then everything does become a balancing act where you really have to think through, what are the ramifications of this decision? If I do this, how does it impact my life, my family, and everything else? But, if you ask, do you get to a point where now I feel like I'm successful and it's not a big deal? Not even close, As far as I'm concerned, there's still a lot of work to be done. I think I'll never stop having challenges in front of me or other things that I can do. And I think, within what's challenging, the thing that has been the most important to me are my circle of friends, are the fact that my mom, after many arguments, came around and has been very supportive, are the fact that I now am married and have a husband who's very supportive, who doesn't sort of treat my job like the other extra job or something like that, but understands, that the work is important to me. And, the idea that you're being greedy or reaching for too much, there's a lot of people who are greedy and reaching for too much, and that usually involves things like money, businesses. That's not usually the thing that involves doing socially conscious work, doing political work. Those two are not usually the same thing. So, I think it's okay if you get to a point in your life where you don't want to do something anymore. I think it's very important to give yourself enough room to, if you feel very passionately about something right now, to do it right now, until later on say, you know what, I just want to stay home and raise some kids, and that's okay too. I mean, I think it's very important to give yourself that room, but it's not like you hit a wall where you say, well, I've done everything and now I'm just going to go home because I'm no longer challenged.